Hello everyone, this is Betsy from Ideas Times 2, and today I have a flip through for you. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope this flip through will inspire you. It's a junk journal, 6x9. It has a 2-inch spine. It's a homemade cover. It's a hard cover with fabric, and the spine has fabric as well. And it has 2 signatures which are sewn directly into the spine. It has a wrap sari silk bow closure and a collaged up cover here. So this all has chocolate theme. I mean, there's so much chocolate in here. If you love chocolate like I do, this is the perfect book. But you may get tired of it, I don't know, but I sure didn't. I thought it was a lot of fun. So anyway, let me just tell you before we start, I used ephemera from Susan Taylor Brown, who is Poppiness on Etsy, and I used Mrs. Cog's Crafts ephemera kit as well. And also, this person was new to me. This was Digital Artem, and he had the papers plus some different elements for a junk journal. So new to me, but beautiful work on for all of them. All of them have such beautiful work. I was super happy when I found all that. And I will leave their links down below, as well as the link to our Etsy shop where you can purchase this journal if you'd like to. So this cover this is like a crinkle paper that I found at Hobby Lobby, and I really love it. And I put it on a chipboard and wrapped the chipboard with the paper, and I glued that right on here so that it helps to also make the cover more secure. All right, so here is a collaged up pocket with some ephemera. This is the first of the 2 signatures. There's lots of sewing. Here's some tracing paper that's been dyed. I used a RIT dye called chocolate brown. Is it chocolate brown? I think so. Oh, you know what? I have the box right here. Let me just check. It is called, sorry, my paper came down there. Cocoa brown. Cocoa brown. So that is a RIT dye called Cocoa Brown. And when I saw that, I was in a dyeing project, and so I thought, hey, I'm going to use that for papers in my chocolate journal. So there's some goodies tucked inside that pocket. It's little items like this that were in the Digital Artem paper pack. Here's Ghirardelli like truffle wrapper, and it had a window on the side, so I guess so you could see how far down your truffles were getting, so you could buy more. I don't know. But it had a window on the side, and I thought that was really cute. So I just made a long tag for that. Made it out of a vintage file folder. There's a fabric ruffle right there stenciling. Here's coffee stained paper doily. Here's some lace paper that I had made, and there's a strip from that. There's collaging and some lace on here. This is one of the papers from Digital Artem, and this is just a collaged up small paper with I put a little tab on it. All the papers are coffee stained. This is from some scrapbooking paper I had. Don't normally use glitter paper, but I thought it was kind of pretty, so I put that in there. Here's some waxed paper that I made, and I stained it with all kinds of inks. These butterflies are inked on. There's a side tuck with a I also used pages from a chocolate book that I had purchased, and so a lot of those there's some vintage notebook paper. It was a tiny little pocket notebook, and an image, chocolate image. So this was a book was it a book on Hershey's or just chocolate? No, I think it was a book on just chocolate, because I have all kinds of brands in here. But some of the little sidebars and stuff they had fit just perfectly for little pockets. This is collaged. There's a burlap tab here. Here's the center of the signature. I don't know if I mentioned it. So this book has 68 pages, and probably more. It's just that, like, for example, I don't count this one. You could write on it. You could still write on it, maybe around the picture, or you could put, you know, a piece of paper on here and write on that. But this image was just too cute. This was also from a book, but I think it was a candy book, a book on candy in general. So I thought that was super cute. And this can be written on too, but for example, I just didn't count some of these pages. So it does have 68 full pages and lots of writing space, lots of journaling, cards and places and folded papers and that kind of thing. So here is an altered CD case, and inside I have made a tag with an image from one of the books, and I mounted it onto craft paper. So I put it, let's see, gotta make sure I put it in there right. I put it in there so the image shows through the window. There's some lace on here, stenciled the word chocolate, the other side of that waxed tracing paper. So here are several pieces of ephemera tucked in to this tuck spot. So I did this to sort of symbolize dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and white chocolate. And then here's a portion of a page from the chocolate book. There's a coffee stained index card and an ephemera card there. And then tucked onto this is a collaged tag. This is a page from a book entitled The Chocolate Bunny, and so it's kind of the bunny version of how chocolate bunnies came to be, and I thought that was such a cute book. I think both signatures have a page from that book. Here's another page from Digital Artem. There's a little collage. There's a fold-out sheet there, collaged tuck spot. There's a pocket made out of a time card with a couple of fun items in there. Some fabric tabs at the top. The sheet just folds this way. Here's sort of a slanty pocket and some ephemera cards tucked into there. This page has this beautiful girl ephemera image and then a fold-out sheet. And this has a chocolate recipe, or a chocolate photo of a recipe. Maybe that's what it is. Fudge. Yum. Yum. Here's the second signature. There's some stenciling. Yeah, I think you can see that. I was hoping you could see it. Some ephemera cards stuck on there. Here's a belly band with an envelope with some tiny little chocolate goodies tucked inside. If the weather is right, if you purchase this journal and the weather is right, I'm going to mail you some chocolate as well. I think that would be the perfect idea, right? But it's got to be where it's not too hot. This paper was dyed with the Cocoa Brown Rit dye, and as you can see, it has sort of a reddish, dark cognac sort of color. It's a very beautiful color. It might be one of my go-to colors. I really, really love it. So here's some stenciling. Page from the digital kit. Here's a large tag that's collaged up, and all the text on these tags is from the chocolate book. A little sari silk stitched on there. A little vellum envelope with a chocolate cake. Just chocolate cake. This was my cake page because I have a recipe for chocolate cake and a picture from a recipe book about chocolate frosting on cakes. This is my cake page. Another little just a ephemera directly glued onto the page. And here's the bunny book page on this one. There's sari silk stitched on there. This was from the chocolate book as well, and I just used that as a pocket, and this is a collage tag. Little snippet up there. This is the center of the signature. Some little collaged tags and a collaged little tuck spot on this center page. These were the end papers for the chocolate book, so I thought that was kind of cool, and I've trimmed it with lace. So here is the other half of that coffee stained doily, and then I did some stenciling here. Side tuck, a fudgy side tuck, and just some little papers in there. Okay, now I've said the word little several times. I'm going to try not to say it again because it's getting annoying to me. I imagine it might be getting annoying to you. This saying was actually in the branding strip on some scrapbooking paper that I had from Authentique. And it's one of the secrets of a happy life is continuous small treats by Iris Murdoch. I thought that was really cute. There's a little bit of stenciling on there. This is from the cover of a different book that was actually little sayings, and there were several sayings about chocolate, and also the cover had a chocolate theme, and so I coffee stained that and just attached it as just a little interest on the page. Here is an envelope with a window, so I've collaged a tag to go inside of there. Another large tag, and that's just put on with a clip. The other side of the digital paper. Okay, this is, I had a folio, a Tim Holtz folio, and he had this sort of little tuck system on it, which I didn't wind up using, and so I've been using it for different things, so I cut it down a little bit and used this as a little tuck place on this journal. So we've got some little pieces. Here's part of the book, and also some ephemera cards in there. So those just all tuck in. That one, I made it into a pocket in the back, so that just tucks there. And these just go here. And these are all texts from the different chocolate or candy books that I have. Side tuck, and this has lace coffee stained paper that I made, and a page from Digital Artem. I used several of his pages in the book, but I also used them as tuck papers to write on. The other part of that dyed paper, and this has a tuck spot with a collage tag. This chocolate book had the dates and then like the major events in chocolate history. It was really cool. This is from a chocolate bar, a Ghirardelli dark chocolate bar, and I made it into a flip, and this gives you a little chocolate layer cake picture right there. That's the end of the signature. And then I have a flip out in the back here, which houses lots of fun things. So it has an eyelet and button and string closures, so this just unwraps from there, and then you pull it out, and we've got a little folio, like ephemera folio almost. So we've got little items. This is a paper bag that I coffee stained. Here's an altered index card and a collaged tag, and then a tuck spot. Just a folded paper, an ephemera card, and then this has a tag, as you can see, collaged, and then this is from a paint chip card, and the title of it was Fudge Truffle. So I thought that was kind of appropriate, and always makes me hungry. All right, and then it flips back the other way, and we have a collaged pocket with a grunged up piece of paper, ephemera. Here's a tiny booklet here, and it's a slim booklet, and that fits right in there. Here's a collaged tuck spot, so if I take out all the things, so this is a paper bag with some collaging. There's a tag that goes in the paper bag, and then a couple of pieces of ephemera. And as I had mentioned, the one book that I had a lot of little chocolate sayings, and so I attached that onto a piece of scrapbooking paper and just put that right in there. So that could be journaled on, used as a journal card. And then this very last pocket, so I've got some scrapbooking paper here and another piece of lace paper that I made. So, oh, this actually gets, this is a double pocket, so it gets tucked into there, and then I tucked this paper into the back there. All right, so this just folds up like this. I put a little leather end on this cord, and it just wraps right around the button closure. And that's the end of the journal. I hope you guys appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed that. Not saying you have to appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it gave you some ideas. And I really, really enjoyed making this. It was a very fun project for me. So stay tuned to our channel for more content. We have lots of tutorials, and sometimes we have our flip throughs, and we would love to have you join us. We also have a Facebook group. I'll leave the link for that down below, and also check us out on Instagram. Lots of things going on, and we really appreciate you. Please give me a thumbs up and maybe a positive comment. That would really make my day. I have been struggling with some things lately that have been very difficult. So thank you so much. We really do appreciate you, and take care, and we will catch you later. Goodbye.